Why do we act the way we do? Why do some people avoid compliments while others feel uncomfortable with just a glance? Why are we so affected by other people's emotions, even through a screen? And most importantly, why do we remember criticism more than praise? Have you ever noticed that you remember how you felt in a certain moment, but not exactly what was said? Or that you form an opinion about someone within seconds, without even knowing their name? Why do we obsessively check for likes and messages as if our brain craves them? And what if these reactions weren't random but part of something deeper, something ancient, hardwired and rooted in human survival? Human behavior is complex, mysterious and endlessly fascinating. But once we start looking into the psychology behind it, the puzzle begins to make sense. We start to understand others better, and most importantly, ourselves. So, are you ready to dive into the fascinating world of the human mind? Let's explore some of the most interesting psychological facts about human behavior, ones that might just change the way you see yourself and the world around you. Number 1. People remember emotions, not facts. Our brains are not recorders. We don't store life like files on a hard drive. Instead, we hold on to feelings, not the exact words or details. That's why we remember the pain of a breakup, the warmth of a hug, or the anxiety of a speech. But we often forget what was actually said. Emotion acts like a highlighter in our memory. It signals, this moment matters. It's the reason why childhood moments, heartbreaks, or even joyful surprises feel so vivid even after years. Emotional experiences activate our brain's limbic system, which helps imprint memories. This is also why good storytelling, in movies, books, or marketing, focuses on emotions rather than logic, because what we feel stays with us far longer than what we know. Number 2. The power of eye contact. Eye contact is one of the most powerful forms of nonverbal communication. It can instantly create a sense of connection and trust, or unease and tension, depending on how it's used. In psychology experiments, strangers who held eye contact for just a few minutes reported feeling emotionally close, sometimes even romantically connected. That's how strong the gaze is. It bypasses language and logic and speaks directly to emotion. But it's also delicate. Too little eye contact can make you seem disinterested. Too much can be perceived as aggressive or intimidating. Our brains subconsciously scan eye movements to detect intent, emotion, and even social status. It's primal, and it's powerful. Number 3. Dopamine and the like button. Every time you get a notification, a like, a message, a follow, your brain releases dopamine, the feel-good neurotransmitter tied to pleasure and reward. It's the same chemical involved in eating chocolate, gambling, or falling in love. Social media apps are designed to tap into this reward system. That's why we keep refreshing, checking, and posting, not just for fun, but because it feels good. It becomes a loop. Post, wait, reward, repeat. But the danger is real. Over time, we may start to depend on this external validation. Our self-worth becomes linked to digital feedback, making us more anxious, more distracted, and sometimes more insecure, even when surrounded by attention. Number 4. Mirror neurons, feeling what others feel. Mirror neurons are like empathy engines in the brain. They fire not only when you do something, but also when you see someone else do it. That's why you wince when someone stubs their toe or smile when you see a baby laugh. These neurons help us connect with others emotionally. They allow us to simulate another person's feelings, building the foundation for empathy, compassion, and even learning. This is why we can cry watching a movie, or feel secondhand embarrassment watching someone mess up on stage. Mirror neurons blur the line between your experiences and someone else's. In a very real way, we feel each other's emotions. Number 5. We're biased toward negativity. Imagine this. You receive 10 compliments and 1 harsh comment. What do you dwell on? Most likely, the negative one. This is called the negativity bias, and it's deeply rooted in our evolutionary survival instincts. Our ancestors needed to focus on dangers, not pretty sunsets. Those who noticed threats lived longer. That instinct still lives in us today, making us hyper-aware of anything that feels critical, wrong, or risky. The result? We may underestimate our achievements, overthink mistakes, and cling to self-doubt. But knowing that our brains are wired this way can help us challenge the negativity and intentionally focus on what's good. Number 6. We judge people in seconds. Whether we like it or not, first impressions are formed in less than 7 seconds, sometimes in just a glance. And once they're made, they're hard to shake. Our brains analyze faces, tone of voice, posture, grooming, and other subtle cues at lightning speed. Why? Because evolutionarily, we had to decide quickly whether someone was friend or foe. Today, this can lead to unconscious bias, judging people based on looks, clothing, or accent before knowing their true character. Becoming aware of this snap judgment reflex allows us to pause, reflect, and give people a fairer chance. Number 7. Experiences bring more happiness than possessions. That new gadget or outfit might excite you for a few days, but chances are the feeling will fade. That's called hedonic adaptation. We quickly adjust to new things. But experiences, they stick. Traveling, learning something new, going to a concert, having dinner with friends. Those experiences shape who you are. They become part of your story. They create memories that live in your mind and heart. Even better, experiences are often shared. They build stronger relationships and give you stories to tell, relive, and cherish. So if you're looking for happiness, spend on moments, not just on stuff. And there you have it. Some of the most fascinating psychological facts about how we as humans behave, feel, and think. From the emotions we remember, to the glances we share, to the dopamine hits we chase. It's all part of the beautiful complexity of the human mind. Understanding these patterns doesn't just help us explain the world. It helps us live in it with more awareness, kindness, and clarity. The more we understand ourselves, the better we can relate to others. And maybe even make a bit more sense of this wild, emotional, unpredictable thing we call life. Thank you so much for sticking with me all the way through. Your support, your curiosity, and your time mean the world to me. Whether you're new here or have been part of this community for a while, you're the reason I keep creating this kind of content. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, share, or leave a comment below. Let me know which fact surprised you the most, or tell me something quirky about human behavior that you've noticed yourself. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and never stop exploring the incredible world inside your mind.